How you doing, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to get ready for a date. I actually made this video just because I'm getting ready for a date. I'm need to leave in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So I thought I would just explain all the stuff that I did for today and prior to today, just to make sure the date is as good as possible, man, because it's important. Otherwise, you won't get the second date. Won't get the relationship that you need or you want. So I just laid down all the stuff that I did today, yesterday, to make sure the date is as good as possible. Quickly about me, I'm Tom Cieslak. I coach guys to basically get and keep the dreams of their, the girls of their dreams. I do this via one-on-one coaching, also the group meetings, and the courses as well. And listen, man, I've been doing this for some time now. I'm about 40 years old. I've been divorced. I had long-term relationships, short-term relationships, multiple relationships at the same time. I've pretty much done it all. I'm still dating, still exploring the possibilities of female and male interactions. And I love it, man. I love it. That's why I share the things that I do with you guys. So let's start. So I split everything on the 3 sections. I think they're pretty, as always, I've got my notes. I split everything in 3 sections, and I think that all makes sense. And I honestly believe that would bring you success into your dating game and how you get ready for a date, because it has been for me for the past X amount of years, like 20. So there we go. I split in 3 different stages. So one is strategic, one is physical, and the last one is on the actual date. What you do just to make sure that the date is successful, because that's what's all about. Okay. So number 1 from a strategic is have a plan. So what does it mean, have a plan? You have to have the venues that you want to go to. Okay, everything has to be booked. You have to have a time that you want her to turn up, you want yourself to turn up, and you need to think how much time you're going to spend in each venue. So I'm a big fan of booking the venues. I don't like to go and just hope there will be a place to sit. If there is no places to sit for me, I would usually leave. It's just how I roll, and that's how I like stuff. And I tell you what, if you plan things in advance, if you phone up a few bars and just book tables, listen, that makes wonders. So I went on a date, not yesterday, 2 days ago, and the girl, she was like, because I sent her a location, I sent a screenshot of the Google Maps, and I said, hey, I'll meet you over there at 6 p.m. Obviously saw her, and then I had another booking for another venue, for another bar, 2 hours later. And she couldn't believe it. She was like, you're the first guy, that's crazy. You're the first guy that ever had like things booked in advance. And she was so impressed. It's not about impressing her though, right? It's not about that. It's basically about you having the peace of mind, okay? Because if you have things lined up for yourself and her for that evening, that's one of the things you don't have to think about. It's all sorted. It's all done. You know, and all you have to do is just like go into Google Maps, type in cocktail bar. I'm going to cocktail bars wherever you go into. I would strongly recommend cocktail bars. Cocktail bars have nice feel, and they always feel sophisticated in a sense, and just gives a nice vibe. Don't take a girl to the pub unless it's like a game. You want to watch a game and she knows about it. I mean, she knows it's a game thing. Other than that, don't take her to the pub, man. There's no intimacy. There's no, it's usually too loud to talk. You know, you don't want any of this. All right. So have a plan, book the venues, and execute. Okay, that's number 1. Very important, super important. All right. Number 2, have topics in mind you want to talk to her about. Okay. So think about all the things that you would like to ask her or you would like to have a conversations about, right? Oftentimes when you ask someone a question, she will answer you back, right? She would ask you back. So let's say, how was your childhood and stuff, right? And she would probably ask you back, okay? 90% of the chance she'll ask you back. So think about the topics that you would like to ask her. Don't do the work thing. I would not recommend doing the work, because see, once you go to the work route, it just stays there for too long. I never really ask. I mean, I just know what they do, and that's it. That's all I need to know. Unless like a daytime date, then maybe. But in the evenings, I just keep it as facilitated as I can. Let's say, right? Just to listen. You need to build some sort of emotions. If you talk about the work, you get the workflow, work emotions, right? You don't want that. So not during the evening. That's not the kind of. That's not fun. That's not fun. Okay. So have topics in your mind. I would say don't talk about the exes. It's like ex-partners. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about the work. Don't talk about too much about the family. Too much. Talk a little bit about family, so at least it shows that you care about your family. That's important. But talk about the fun things, man. Like, what's your guilty pleasures? That's a really good question. What's your guilty pleasures? Okay. What's the crazy thing you would do if you have all the money? You know, because that opens up the imagination. You know, you can just have fun. Just have fun with it, man. I actually did another video on that, on the questions to ask and how to convey the conversation in a nice and funny and like kind of seductive way. So make sure you check this out. Number 3, have your own personal stories, right? So you're gonna get asked at least 2 or 3 questions, as in where you from, and how did you get where you are now? Okay, so where you from, have an interesting story about it, right? So let's say me, I was born in Poland, I grew up in Cyprus, then I moved to UK, to Scotland when I was 19, right? And those are 3 points, and I just tell the long story, not that long, a few minutes long story, which is interesting. You know, why I moved here, why I moved there, what caused this, what was my obstacles, and then how I got to the end where I am just now. Okay, so it's all interesting. It's all interesting things, and this is that you should have few of your own stories, basically in your mind, because you will get to tell them often. Okay. Number 4. That's the last one from the strategic. Number 4. Confirm the timing in the morning. Okay. So you have the date set up for, let's say, Saturday 6 p.m. and it's your job to confirm everything in the morning of that day. Just send a quick message saying, can't wait to see you 6 p.m. or something like that. Or I'll see you 6 p.m. Or what time is your train getting in, or tube, whatever. Just depends on the circumstance, right? Just to confirm, because what girls do in the morning of the date, they will get doubts if this guy actually going to turn up. Okay, and for them, there's a lot of work to be put in before they can actually turn up on the date. Makeup, outfit, nails, whatever they do, right? So you have to put her in the comfort zone, saying, "Hey, I'll see you at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., whatever the time is on that day." Okay, that's an important. Okay, I'll have a sip. Rum and Coke. Okay, number 5. As the next stage is a physical. Okay, so number 5 is you have to have clean house. Your house has to be clean. You have to assume that you will have her through in your place. Okay, so make sure everything is tidy up. It doesn't have to be super clean, man. Don't be anal about it. Just like tidy up, get all the dirty clothes from the floor. Don't have any dirty dishes. Make sure your bedroom is nice and tidy. Just tidy up. Basically tidy up, right? So expect, if I would come over to your house, what would you do? Exactly. Just do that, right? Because I'm a stranger at the moment. Just tidy things up, man. Tidy things up and you'll be good. You should always assume you won't be coming back alone. Always. Regardless what it is. And I'll tell you what, I had quite a few situations where, you know what, I can't be bothered tidying up. I'm going to some really weird thing, whatever it was. And guess what? I did tidy up and I didn't come back alone. Right? So you never know, but be ready for it. Okay? So you got clean house. Number 6, you have to dress smart. This is crucial, guys. So I'm getting so many compliments on how the way I dress for the dates. And it's nothing too crazy, man. Look, I've got a suit jacket that suits me. I've got black or white t-shirt, depends on the color of the jacket. This one is dark green. I don't know if you can see it. I've got black trousers, white trainers, so I'm still cool. I'm getting so many compliments, man. You just need to put the fucking jacket on. Blazer, suit jacket, you need to put it on and you're sorted. And that's it. That's all I have to say to you. The suit jacket changes everything. Everything. You get, almost spilled it. You get a lot of respect from other people. You get appreciation. And most importantly, you are getting a really good vibe from the girl. All right. Because she will always appreciate the way you look. And even if it's a first date and you turn up like this, remember, it's always better to be overdressed than underdressed. Okay, never be the underdressed guy, ever, ever. Always overdressed. Always overdressed. The thing is, sometimes girls on the first date, they don't know. I just need to check the time. Yeah, I'm good. And to leave in 15 minutes. Often girls on the first date, they check how they come in and they are dressed, let's say, from, if you think about the scale, right? Like this is like super hot. This is nothing. I would say like 6 or 7. Okay. On the first day, they turn up roughly about 6 and 7 if they haven't seen you before. Do you know why? Because they don't want to be super overdressed. Because they are used to guys turning up in a fucking jeans, some polo shirts, stuff like that. Don't be that guy, right? Don't not be that guy. She wants to be proud of who she's with. Okay, you have to compliment her in the looks. Okay, and this is the way. All right, this is the way to compliment her in the looks. And once she sees you like this on the first date, guess how she's gonna turn up on the second date? 10, 100%, 100% guarantee. Guarantee. Happen every time to me, every single time. All right. So we got this, we got dress smart, and we got number 7. You have to have some drink at home. Once again, that's coming back to the point where you won't be coming back home alone. All right. I'm a big believer of asking a girl to come back to my place for a drink. First date, always. Second date, of course. Right. Third date, she already knows. Right. But you have to have a drink that she can drink. So that's the thing. So I drink rum, usually without any mixers. But on this occasion, I do have a mixer. So I've got some rum and also got some white wine, because girls are usually okay with white wine. I can also drink white wine if I have to. And I'm pretty big on tequila, so I'll have some tequila there as well. Okay, just stock up, have a bottle, and you're good. You're good. Have some mixer, fucking good. Okay, because when you ask her to come back to your place for a drink, it's not about the drink, is it? Right? is for you to be comfortable with her, to start to be. It doesn't mean you're going to have sex on the first day. It doesn't mean that though. No, she's coming in so she can see how you live, so she can see you're a normal guy, right? And you can just chill at your place, okay? And that's the key. Always have a drink. Always have a drink. All right. And then we are coming to a third part, which is on the actual date. Okay. On the actual date, you have to when she's coming over and you're obviously waiting outside the venue, you never sit inside the venue and wait for her ever. You don't do that, right? Men don't do that. Okay, you're waiting for her outside. You're waiting for her outside. That just because the first thing she sees is she smiling, happy that she's here, happy that you can spend the time together because it's conforming, man. It's a big comfort for you, for her, for everyone. At the end of the day, the whole point of me doing those videos is for you to have a good time and for her to have a good time. Okay? It's nothing to do with being misogynistic and manipulative, fucking all this different rubbish, man. No. All the women that I've seen in my life, they always enjoy being around me, right? Because I'm not trying to play the fucking games, man. Playing the games, what I mean by playing games is being manipulative, being toxic, being dishonest. Okay, just be yourself, man. Be yourself. Have the things ready in your mind, of course. And there's like say if you go for for an exam and you know one or like two or three questions will be X, Y, Z. What would you do? You will get ready for those questions, right? Exactly. So that's what I mean by just getting ready in your mind. But other than that, don't pretend, man. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Be an interesting guy. Be a curious guy. I always repeat this in my videos, man. Like, be the curious guy who just people want to be around, you know. And that's that simple. Anyway, I'm I'm going a bit off tangent. When you wait for her outside on a date, she's coming over to you. You give her a hug. You give her a hug. It's just this little hug, so she can feel your body. You can feel her body, and it brings comfort. It brings comfort to you. It brings comfort to her. You don't do fucking handshakes. You don't do any like fist bumps, high fives, none of that shit. Okay? Just gentle hug. It's no like hug. Just a gentle hug. Hey, beautiful, let's go. And you say, let's go in. Okay? You have to lead everything. Okay? Because she wants to be led, right? She wants to be led. And you there, you're the guy, you're the man. You're there to lead. Okay? Next one, guys, is to be 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Yeah. Next one, guys, is to be there for her during the day. Okay? It comes back to the point where you have to bring comfort. And in some sense, you have to have, as I mentioned before, topics for conversations, right? You have to be cool, calm, collective, funny in a sense. You have to be interested what she's got to say, right? But interested in what she's got to say about the subjects that you want to talk about. Or it's not really that you want to talk about in a selfish way, just the things that you want to talk about so they will not go off-road, as in family, exes, work, because that's no fun. That's no fun. Okay? That's no fun. All the fun things, right? All the fun things. Oh, how was your last holiday? Where would you like to go for the next holiday? Okay? Have you got any crazy hobbies? What kind of hobbies do you do? Do you do like this? What's your guilty pleasures? What about what about the touch? You know? So see with the touch, the best thing you could do on a date to uh, just break the touch barrier, the physicality, right? Is to, oh, show me that, to her hand, so she can show you her hand, and you just check the nails, right? Every girl is about nails. Like I like beautiful things, right? I like women that look after themselves. Um, and I always do that. It's just not like even to break the touch barrier because I will do that anyway. But just to see how nice the nails are, you know. This is the big one. I say a couple of days ago when I went for a date and I said about her nails, and I look under the table, she had like heels stuff, and I was like, oh, I said, even your toes look nice, right? She's like, oh yeah, I'm really I've got really nice feet and really nice toes, and then automatically I just grab for her foot, put it on my on my knee, and that's like advanced game, but yeah, break the touch barrier by grabbing her nails and just checking them all up. Okay, you have to be seductive in a way. You have to be funny. You have to. It's on you, right? You're the director of this play, right? You're the head coach. You're the head manager. Okay, it's all up to you. And if you get yourself ready for the things by having topics to talk about, having your own stories, being a bit funny, being interested in what she's got to say, it's easy. It's easy. Just be like, man, just being a curious person, you know? You have to be curious about that girl. You have to be curious about that girl, right? And it's not a shame. I mean, it's not even a shame. I think you should actually do it. Sit down and write down on a bit of paper what I want to ask her, right? I want to ask her about this, and have like 7, 8, 9 points, and then leave it for an hour or two, and then come back and then analyze: is this fun, right? Is this fun? I don't think number 7 is fun. Now, ask yourself what I would like to get asked those questions, right? Because you want to get asked the fun questions, right? You don't want to get asked like, oh yeah, so how long you've been working in this place? How's that fun? How's this fun, right? What's the most spontaneous thing that you did last year? And it's like, holy shit, what did I do? Like, hopefully you did something spontaneous last year. And yeah, do you know what? I went in kayaking or fucking climbing this thing at night, or I did the bungee jump, even though I'm scared of heights. Shit like that, man. It's important. It's important. Anyway, guys, I need to boost. I've got my date, so I really hope that was helpful. I'll be sharing all those things with you guys as I go along. As you guys know, there is no edits. I'm just talking a raw shit to you guys because I think it's helpful. And yeah, man, like, get those things sorted and you will see an amazing date. Right, guys? I'll see you next time.